Hello, I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with me, your host, Brick Ross. Today's episode is going to be a marvelous good time because we've got the Sanctuary 2 from Thanos' adventures in the Infinity Saga. This is actually his second ship after his first base of operations was destroyed, as represented in LEGO Kit 76237. This is a super cool build with 3 unique minifigures. You've got Thanos, you've got Captain Marvel, you've got the Iron Man himself. It's a tiny version of this ship, and I think it's so cool. And I can't wait to just open this up. If you look at the back, you can see it's pretty compressed. You've got a whole bunch of shooters right up along here, along the top. There's a nice little compartment for Thanos to get tucked away. And of course, we've got those 3 minifigures and what looks to be a small little Infinity Gauntlet that doesn't look quite complete. And we've got the old school tabs, which are tapery Bobsons. We always like that, because it's the older style. We like that. So this is the cool kit that we've got, the Infinity Saga LEGO Kit 76237. 322 pieces is all that's going to be in this guy. And without any further ado, let's open it up. You're going to want to be really careful. Be nice and careful and cut away from yourself if you're using the scissors to open up these little tapety tabs. And once you're done with them, you can just put them right off to the side. You don't even really need to use them ever again. And you can always take out your bags. I like that. We've got our instruction manual, and that'll be it for the box. What a cool looking box, don't you think? We'll definitely be storing that with all of our other boxes down the road. We've got some stickers, some bags. Looks like 3 bags in total if you go 1, 2, and 3. You've also got some cool flamity flames and those stickers right there. Now you're gonna want to give your manual, because I think we're gonna use the manual. You're gonna want to give it a little bit of the roly pops and bops of loozles, just like so, just to make sure it'll lay nice and flat for you on the table and the work surface, so you can get good access to it. We like that because it's nice, isn't it? Nice and nice. Even just give it another little roly bops, and maybe you're at home right now getting your LEGO kit ready to assemble. I can't thank you enough for joining us and hanging out with old Brick Ross on the Joy of Bricking. You know how much we love building this stuff and being creative. Sometimes we build happy little trees. Sometimes we build cars. Sometimes we go to galaxies that are far, far away and not in the same universe as other universes that we like to visit. And today is just going to be so much fun because I love the Infinity Wars saga. I thought it was a beautiful adaptation of the comic books, and I always thought Thanos in particular was such a unique villain. And anytime I can see the villains getting around in their own personal starships, well, I can't help myself, and I just think, well, if LEGO makes it, I've got to add it to my collection, and maybe you did too. And that's why you're hanging out with us. Or maybe you're building another kit. That's fine too. Who knows? It's up to you to build however you want with Rick Ross here on The Joy of Bricking. We're just so glad you showed up. Let's go ahead and get into these bags. 3 and 2, you can just take those, put them off to the side. We don't need them here for now. These flamies, we'll figure out what they're for, but of course, we'll just start off. Bag number 1, there we go. This build shouldn't take us too long. There we got our first bag, set that off to the side. So I've got a little bag, smaller bag over here, but we've got Mrs. Ross's old dishes. How about that? Thank you, Mrs. Ross. She'll never know. She'll never know if we don't tell her. That's why we gotta be respectful of them and put them away nice and clean. For old Mrs. Ross, she needs that. Starting on bag 1, it looks like it's gonna be the center of the cockpit of that thing. Let's go ahead and set our minifigures off to the side, just like that. And then we'll see if we can find their leg. There's some legs. There's some legs right there. I think those are Thanos' legs, and I think these are Iron Man's legs right there. We've got Tony Stark's hair right there. And, oh, look at that. We just made it nice and easy. We found it right away. There's Thanos' head. Now this is the cool thing, because as much as I enjoy Thanos as a villain, this is the only minifigure I have of him in my collection. So how about that? We're excited to add him to here, and he's even got that big old Thanos helmet. How cool is that? Check that out. Yeah, we like that. So that's neatery Bobson. And then we've got the Iron Man with the cool gold arms. I like that too. It's a different variation, a different take on the Iron Man suit. It's a different Mark suit than we're used to. And of course, we've got his little blue blasty bloobsins out here as well. Because he's going to hold those, because he's going to be flying around. Iron Man's going to be flying around doing Iron Man things, blasting away. Oh, that's right. They kind of go like so. This will go like so, as though he's flying through the air, using his nanotechnology. It's fun to see. It's fun to see what he's up to. Then we'll find his face mask. Where is that? Right there. I always love the Iron Man minifigures because they not only come with the different Iron Man stuff, but they come with the different helmets. And I just think that's aces. That's Tony Stark's Acery Bobsley Boobsins, because he is going to be blasting off just like so. And I'm sure we're going to find some other parts for Thanos over there, and then we're going to stash Tony Stark's hair over there. Look at that. And then it looks as though we're going to be building a little Casery Bobson right there. I don't know if we're going to, but it does say, let's go ahead and get Thanos's sword built. I guess that was an oversight on my behalf. It looks like we're still building minifigures. We're just getting started, and we're still building these minifigures. How about that? They didn't shortchange us on the delight here. Now we've got some unique sword pieces. There's one, and there's one. I've never seen these really anywhere before, so these must be. I wonder if they've ever been in a Ninjago set, or if they're unique to this, and they really made Thanos' weapon as best as they can. This is awesome. Look at this. Whoom, whoom. What a couple of great minifigures right off the bat. They just gave them to us. That's neat. We're gonna stash those. Maybe right over here. We can put them right. This Tony will stand up, and then we'll have Thanos stand right over here. Right over here. So that when we use that other camera angle, we'll be able to see him. Oakley dokesians. So now we've got our minifigures. Do we have what we need to build what it looks like? Here's that little tiny infinity gauntlet. How cute is this? Just right there. I think, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna put that right there, and then that right there. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. How about that? Okie doke. Oakley dokleys. So we've got Thanos assembled. We've got Tony Stark assembled. We're actually a couple steps in here. Bobsley boops. Oh, we forgot to do that one right there. Just one little spacery Bobson on top for the Infinity Gauntlet that's gonna go right there. Just right there. And now that we've got that, we can put him right there. All the little things are together, and we are up to start building the ship, and we're gonna start taking these larger pieces, just like that and like that. We're gonna take that 2 times and put them in the back of this larger piece right there. Then we're gonna take these 2 long black pieces, leaving, let's see, and one of these, like so, and then we're gonna sandwich, and then sandwich, and then use that other piece, just like that. That's step 2. Step 3, so we're gonna use 2 gray 2x8s by the looks of it, flipping our build over to orient, and of course, yes, that is correct, and that is correct. That's step 3. Step 4, we're gonna use these I don't know what these are actually called, but they're like quarter round little boobsins. But I just found one, and it says to use 4. So here we go. Oh, that's right, because they've got 2 underneath them. They've got little affixers underneath. So let's go ahead and grab those. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it says in step 4 to affix them just like so. Just like that. Just like that. And then that will be facing down. And you can know that you're orienting them correctly when you have these tabs sticking out over off to the side, just like that. Now step 4 is done. Step 5, we're hanging out, pressing on. And you know what? I think, let's go ahead and try that. Maybe we don't need the dish. We can keep larger pieces from bag 1 over here. We can keep the smaller pieces now. We can let them fan out a little bit. Put like items together to make it easier. Because it looks like we've got concrete blocks in here. I wasn't expecting to see concrete blocks in a spaceship, but, here we are, checking that out. There's a lot of things that it turns out old Brick Ross doesn't know about space exploration and being villainous. I'm not good at those things, I suppose. But Thanos is. That's why he's got this super neat ship. That's going to go right there. This archway is going to go right there. I think we're building the cockpit of where Thanos is going to sit and hang out as he's flying his ship. Funny thing to note about the Sanctuary 2 is that this ship is actually 3 times the size of this other ship that's in the universe. I can't rightly think of the title for it right this second because I'm trying to focus on the build. But to give you a sense of scale, the Sanctuary 2 is about almost 5 miles wide, and I think almost 1.5 miles or 2 miles tall. I was reading about it on the old Marvel wikis because they're out there. You want the information, it's all out there. I like to do a little bit of checking stuff out before I dive into builds, but most of the time I just saw the ship, when I was watching the movies, and I thought, wow, that was so cool. So we are about to button up step 8, but we need sticker number 7. That's going to be what looks to be a little tiny control panel for our little tiny minifigure of Thanos. He's such a big character, such a big personality. And I have other minifigures of Thanos. Maybe I'll get them when I open up another bag and have them off to the side. That is wrapping up step 8. But yeah, to see him in a tiny minifigure form is pretty unique. I like that. Couldn't help myself when I saw that. Knew I had to get this kit. I knew I had to get this kit. Step 9 pieces are gonna go off to the side. Like that. 1, 2, 3, and then this is gonna wrap up like that. And so this will do the same on the other side because symmetry, symmetry, symmetry. Lego's always all about symmetry like that. And then in step 10, you take 1 and 2 of that, and then 1 and where's the other? Because of symmetry, there it is, 2. They're gonna go on the interior like so, facing in, sloping inward. These beige, literally bobsley boopsons are gonna be nice and slopety slopesons inwards bobsle doos. We like that. Makes it very nice and smooth. Now go ahead and just pinch all your parts and pieces together for a second. Tighten them all up. Get them nice and tight. You ready for step 11? It's going to be 2 greens, and then one little doozly, and then a second little doozly. And it looks like we're going to the rear of the build. Orient, orient, orient. And then these 2s are going to go right up next to those pieces, little rod pieces we just affixed in step 11. So in step 12. We're gonna need this piece and then 2 of these. And they are going to be placed right there, then right there. Isn't that a bit of terrific? step 13 is going to take 1 and 2 of those. And then you're going to need 1 and 2 of these little gold rodly poopsons. And then 1 and 2 of those. Now orient, orient, orient. You're putting the cool goldly rodly poopsons right on either side of the control panel. Maybe you want to have it on the tabletop to do this. That's fine. You can do that. That's going to go right there. That's going to go right there, and you'll see that they match up with the ones we just previously placed right there and there. And then these black 2x2s are going to go either side. Again, we're building that nice little cockpit for Thanos. We're giving him a nice little home, a nice little place to hang out. Just a place where he can be himself. And we just put those in the wrong place. Isn't that funny? That's fine. They're going to go over the greens at the end of the build right there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. Didn't need our friendly brick separator, but we almost did. We almost did. Just a happy little accident that was easy enough to fix. Orient, orient, orient. Let's go ahead and get those 2 pieces, 1x4s. And then 1x3 beiges. These are pretty uncommon. So those are going to go right there and right there. And then these are going to go on the outside. Lined up there. Lined up there. Make sure you've got that little space in the back there for space. Step number 15. Step 16, look at that. You're just slapping in Thanos' little blue seat. What a cute little blue seat we have there. Step 17, you need 2 of these over there, and then you're going to take 2 of those right there, and you're going to affix them like that, and then like that. Oh, it's going to go on the other side, so it can be fixed to the exterior right there, and let's go ahead and line that up. Make sure that looks nice. Just make sure that looks nice, and then put the other one right there. That's step 17 and 18 says we need 2 of these. And I saw one there. Where was that other one? I think it was over here too. Obviously, it's got to be tucked away over here somewhere. Right there. It's got to be tucked over there together. And 2 of these right there and there. And then here's where we're going to use those bricks that we weren't really expecting to see. So where are those going? Because we're going to be using them as vertical lines. So this wants us to start over here, leaving 2 exposed. And that's going to connect right along to the exterior of that. And then you're going to use the brick to make a horizontal line. And then you're going to do that. Just like that. And you're going to do that on both sides, like so. So let's go ahead, flip that over. Have this facing out, but it goes right there. And tight everything together. Tight. Where's your brick? Brick is right there, brick. Don't lose your brick. Brick's got to take care of his brick. Brick. Just like that. And then step 19, you need 4 of these. And then it says 2 of those that are actually like interesting enough. They are 2x bricks as well. 19 is using them, and it says to actually not use them as bricks, but leave them so there's one on the outside like so, and then one on the outside like so on the other side. Orient. And then you're going to do these 1, 2 on this side, and then 1 and 2 on this side. I wonder how different, what kind of variations, how different of a cockpit design is this than, say, from the Guardians of the Galaxy ships like the Milano and their other ones. And they're coming out with new ones, and we've got some builds of those coming out. We have never built a Guardians of the Galaxy starship, and we're looking forward to doing that on some upcoming episodes, so keep your peepers popped for that. But I wonder how similar they are. They might not be similar at all. Could be. Why not? So step 20 is you're going to put that just like that. And then you're going to put it behind. There you go. You're going to put that right behind the cockpit. Step 21, you need these two long fellas right there and these two black hookery bopsins. And they're going to go lining up right there, all the way back, and then here. Same thing. And then with the popsins facing outwards. How about that? Step 22, you need these two rebobsins, and then you'll need these. Oh, is there only one? Nope, it says there's two, and there's the second one right there. I knew where it was the whole time. So these, it looks as though if you turn and orient, these are going to be going right here. Is that true? Nope, they're going to be going right here on the outside, the very end of that triangle, almost the one little spot that's missing a spot for a onesley popsin. That's where you're going to put it. And then you're going to take these two little trappy doorsins and you're going to put them there and there. And that's step 22. Step 23 says you're going to need the little arch pieces. They're going to go on the back right behind the black squarely boobsy blobsins that you just popped into place right there. So don't be shy. Everything will snap nice and nice together, nice and tight. But you don't have to be too forceful. You don't have to be too aggressive. You just take your time. And there you go. And put that little trap door up. Isn't that something? Step 24, you need 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these. And they're going on the exterior right there. Right over here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're seeing that this comes together pretty quick. It's a very small scale version of Thanos' ship. That's why it fits pretty easily in our collection, and that's fine. Fits pretty nicely anywhere you need it to. Step 25, it's gonna put right there. And that's gonna put right there. Hey you, where are you going? Oh, had it back, rebopsins. Easy enough. 25 with the 2. And now, step 26, looks like you're taking this and you're taking a sticker number 6, which is right here. Right here. And now, we'll just affix it. So it's kind of in the middle of the piece. Sticker placement is always such a chaotic moment in the build, and that's fine. Step 27 is you're going to take sticker number 2 and do it to the other piece. But if you're careful and if you're patient, you can get it on the first try. Maybe you've got shaky hands like old Brick Ross does, and that's okay. You don't have to be ashamed of that. That's why I like building Legos. Sometimes it makes me feel like I'm in control of my hands that get a little shaky sometimes. Not like they used to when I was a carpenter. I used to be a carpenter a long time ago. Carpenter and a woodworker, and then my hands got all shaky. Oh dearie dear. Nope, up, opes, a bops, and okay. Everybody just relax. Old Brick busted the floor. He broke the floor, and now everything is broken. Everything is awful. Everything's falling apart, and guess what? It's fixed. That's what you gotta do though. Sometimes you gotta tighten down those pieces, make them nice and tight. Because on step 28 we just affixed that piece, and now we're on to step 29. We need this, we need these two, and we're almost done with this bag. And then we need 2 of what looks like the larger ones, just like that. And they are going to go from the front back. That's gonna be our kind of jumping off point. That's how we're gonna know we're in the right place. And they are gonna immediately be joined by that. And it's gonna be symmetrical. That is correct. Just like that. And then these 2 Bobsry Popsins are gonna go in and out. And just like so. And just like so. Let's go ahead and press everything up and tighten them together. Make sure everything fits nice and nice. Step 30, we're going to use up the last couple pieces here. Last couple pieces we have. Sticking our friends off to the side there, that's cool. And those last few pieces are going to kind of fan out right there. And then right there on the edges, on the exterior of our light gray 2x8 template, whatever that is. We're gonna make that nice and smooth. And then that's gonna be step 30 is done, and that's gonna be the end of the bag. Let's go ahead and take a quick break before we open up bag number 2. I'm gonna go grab a quick drink and see if I can't find some of those bigger Thanos minifigures I was talking about earlier and see how they compare to the one that we just got here in Lego kit 76237, the Sanctuary 2 from the Endgame battle. We'll be right back. Welcome to the Joy of Bricking with me, your host, Brick Ross. I'm so excited that you decided to join us. I hope that you have as much fun as I do building these kits and just avoiding real work and spending time with friends and family, or even some quality time alone, which is always a good thing for your soul. If you enjoy building Lego kits as much as we do here at the Joy of Bricking, go ahead and send us pictures of your collection. What are you building? What are you working on? I'd love to see it. Tell us what's going on in your brick community. Leave us comments in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. If you're enjoying what you're building and you're being creative and you're having a good time, that's exactly the kind of thing that we like to celebrate. On behalf of everyone here at the Joy of Bricking, thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Welcome back, Brick Buddies. I hope you had a good break. I was able to find a good friend of mine, Thanos, if you can check him out. I don't know what you can make out about him, but this is my good friend Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, where he's, of course, got all of his stones in place. But this is a pretty large minifigure, as you can see, because he's almost double the size in proportion to the scale of the minifigure that we got today. It's really neat to see them side by side, and like I said, I'm a kind of a collector of Thanos, so here he is next to another little minifigure, and then here's another Thanos, I would say pre-Infinity Gauntlet. He might even be a little closer to the kit that we have here in front of us right now. I like these guys, and I think I'm going to leave them out for the build, and we can check them out throughout the thing. And that's it. Let's get into bag number 2 and keep going, because I think this is the one where we find Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel. You ready? Let's get into it. Bag 2 looks like it's going to be fun here. Let me see. What is it? We love that sound, don't we? How many pieces of the 322 that come in this kit, how many pieces are going to be in here? Now we've got the nice little orange for Carol. There's her torso. There's her legs. We're going to put her right there. We were wondering what these orange pieces were. I guess that explains what that is. So we'll put her right there for now until we can find her head, which I'm sure is possibly in this bag. There's her hair right there. We got a little minifigure head laying around somewhere. Hopefully. A couple larger panels here, and those are gonna probably be our wings. That's pretty neat. Got some curvy curves. There's our torso. There's our stickers. Where's Carol's head? Carol. Let's go ahead. We'll put Carol's head. We'll put these in our lucky dish right there. All right. So they say to just do all that. I'd rather find her head first and make sure I've got it. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be something else? Wouldn't that be a bit weird? Because I am not really seeing her head anywhere. Maybe it's in this bag. I would find that to be quite suspicious. Very strange if Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel head, was here in this. That's so interesting, because I know I found Tony Stark's face before. I think I'm probably just being a bit of a gooferton and I just don't see it right now. What do you think about that? That's always entirely possible. Rick Ross is known to be a mild gooferton from time to time. Or it's just lumped out here somewhere. That is okay. Well, how about that? Got her hair. That's so strange. So strange. Is it what her? No, it's her face is not in there. How strange. Luckily, I'm sure I have a female head somewhere. That is just so odd. Out of all the things, because I've certainly had things not arrive in a bag before. I don't think I've never had a minifigure missing a part. Have you? Has that ever happened to you? How strange. I find that to be most strange. But happy accidents happen, and you know what? We're going to take a look before we open up the next bag. We're going to see if we can't find a solution. So let's keep our peepers popped and our fingers crossed and press on with this build. I'm having a lot of fun. Thanks again for joining us. Oakley dokley. There's her hair. I'm putting that over there. These are those pieces. That can be right there. This can be right there. Putting the larger pieces of the build off to the exterior. So we'll know if they try to go running off and running away. Oakley doke. What do we got? Looks like, that's fine. That's fine. Just says to do that. It also says to take 2 of these. So we're kind of doing her flamey blast off, blasty floss, flamey flamies. Little bit. Little bit. I guess let's do that. Come on, why not? We'll have some fun. Get that. You know what? Let's go ahead and... There's no way I left her head in here, is there? Nah, you're good. You're not a crazy craze. Let's do it. So these are gonna be like her little zoomy zooms. She's gonna go blast off. Blast off, zoomy zoom. Blast off, zoomy zoom. Blast off, zoomy zoom. Yes. So that's gonna go right there. And then those are gonna go on top like so. Yes, okay. And suppose this will go on top of there, like that, like so. There you go, Carol Danvers, and then we can put your flamies in your hands. That'd be kind of neat, huh? We put those in your hands. And yep, because Carol Danvers has the flamey hands. That's neat reasels. And then, she could also have shields and zoomy bopsons and all sorts of stuff. So that's what those flamies do. That's what they do. They launch little flamies in case she wants to do that. And then, pew, 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 pew. Like that? I don't know. Yeah, there she goes. She got little fires. All right. So step 31 is where we're going to start building that ship back up again. That's where you're going to start using your long pieces. I feel like they get you roped into those minifigure pieces, and you can't help but keep prying at them. You gotta keep messing with them. They're so neat. They really did think of some cool minifigures. This is going to line up right there. And you need 1, 2 of these, and then looks like 1 and 2 of those. I don't know if you can hear the plane overhead, but it's out there, isn't it? Looks like that's going to go there. That's going to go there. And then these are going to go to the either side of there and there. Kind of elongating what I think is the aft section of the ship right there. And then we're gonna take, these are all these, okay. So I think those are all gonna happen at the same time. I'm glad that Lego was kind to us and kept those separated. They don't always do that, I feel. But, you know, maybe they did us a solid over here. These can go right there, and I need that. So these are, this is step 33. These are going on the 2 black squares. It's gonna go right there. That's gonna go right there. And then these are gonna stick out like that and like that. Just like so. Now it looks as though we are building wings and things. So we're gonna start by taking this friend right here and then one of these friends over here. Leaving one row of 4 completely exposed. That's step 35. Now we're gonna take these. These are all the same. Let's go ahead and stash them over here. There's one, don't forget. Keep all your pieces together. And then it says to take 2 and cover them up right there. Just to go down to that wing port. That's step 36. 37, it says to take 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And put them all along the exterior to give that wing a nice look of aerodynamics. Make it look real smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like that. And then it says we're going to be taking one of these. And that's going to be like that. Nice, nice. Step 37 is done. Step 38 says to take 2 of those and 1 of those, as well as 1 of these. And turn your wing over so that you are doing this, right there, just like that. And then these will go every other one, just to link them together. Just to link them together, nice, nice. And then this one will go over there, that's step 39. Step 40, let's go ahead and take this one right there. And then it looks like we're going to need this one right here. And that's gonna go, that's step 1 of step 40. And then you're gonna take this, make sure you orient. Is that too small or is that too big? It doesn't seem, no, it seems fine, that's fine. And you take this and you go over there, just like so. And then you do one of these going right there. That's kind of like a nice orange, Iron Man orange. And it looks like these affixed to the end of the tip of the wing there. The tip of the wing's a reducible. That's step 40. Step 41 is you're gonna affix it to yay side. This yay side right here. Okie doke, right there. Step 42, guess what you're doing? You're building the other side, that's right. Why? Because Lego loves symmetry. Symmetry. And again, you're gonna orient. You're gonna make sure that you leave one side out, and then in step 44, you're gonna take 1, 2 of these, and you're going to affix them to the end. It's gonna steamroll, it's gonna go super fast, because you just did this on the other side, right? You're gonna take 5 of these, and make them nice and aerodynamic. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 right there. And then you're gonna take that other little guy friend, which is gonna go right there. Oop, it's not that one. Maybe it's another one. Maybe it's this one. Negative. Maybe it's this one right here. Yeah. Because they can go one way or another. And then you're gonna tighten everything right back up, just the way you just did. Put that back in there. So that is step 45 is done. Step 46, turn it over. Get your 1, 2, and then 1 of the little clear guys. And then this is gonna go there as well on the end because it's gonna clip to that little other wonkety side. These are gonna go right there and there. And then step 47 is you're taking the 1 and you're covering up this. Now, we snap that out pretty quickly, so go ahead, take a second, and just be sure everything's nice and tight. Nice and tight and nice. Now step 47 is done. Let's go to 48. You're going to take this last one here, just like we did on the other side, clipping it so that's facing out. Then you're going to take this. So now that that's like that, then you're going to take that, put it on just like that. Then you're going to take that for step 3. And, oh, whoops, see? Got a little ahead of yourself, didn't you there, Brick Ross? Then you do that, and then you do that. Now it's all clipped together like so, using your other orange doozles right there and right there. And then you're going to clip it on to the end, just like you did before, with that in the front, and that is in the front. And they're both symmetrical. Look at that. Would you look at that? And would you look at that? You're going to go angly ups, and then we're going to do it again with the anglies going down, just like that. Let's get started. Start off with a big guy right here in step 50. Make sure that's nice and oriented correctly. I'm so happy I did this. I've been holding on to this ship for a while. It came out in, I think, 2020 or 2021. And I missed the opportunity. It was off my radar and I didn't get it. And then when I finally saw it, I thought to myself, oh, Jiminy Lee Doozle, Brick, you gotta have that. You gotta have that for the collection. It just makes so much sense. Because you haven't seen it yet, but we love the Guardians of the Galaxy. We love it almost as much as we love Iron Man. Almost as much as we love Batman. And, you know, we've been waiting to put these ships together. We have all the Guardians of the Galaxy ships. They're so neat. They're so unique. I can't wait to put those together someday. That'll go right there. No, but it's got to go over. There you go. Just right there. That's step 53. Everything's lined up. Looks good. Nice. Step 54. You're going to need that winged redoozles. That's going to go right under the top, right under the tip. Make that nice long wing. Nice long wing sleepings. Then you need 6 of those, and another one of these. Except this time you're going to put it right there at the edge, and that's going to be your starting off point, your jumping off point. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now you see why they're having us do this one piece at a time as opposed to trying to get us to do, hey, there's 4 of these, let's go ahead and do all 4 at the same time. That might not have been the best approach. Might work for some. It's probably not going to work for everybody, but Lego seems to know their stuff, so we're gonna give them our trust. You're gonna take these 2x1 nice electric blues, spacing them out on the underside of step 56. Step 57 is go ahead, flip it right back over your doozles. And then where are you going to put it? You're going to put it right up on top there? Is that what you're going to do? Looks like it. Yes. It's going to fix right there, and it's going to come right out to the tip. So let's go ahead and pop that on right there. How about that? And then I can cruise up just like so. That's step 57. That's installing that. That's nice. 58. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Last little part of that wing, it's probably going to go a little fast. Maybe not. Who knows? It'll take as long as it takes. We're just going to start off with, just like the other side. Maybe make that right there. And take this, put it right there. And that's 59. Step 60s, you're going to take big, long gray right to the back. And then you're going to take that and affix that to there. And then you're going to take that fun little conical piece right down there. Make sure that there's one overlap onto the gray, just like so. Just like so right there. And then you're going to take this fella right. That's correct. And, oh no, it's going to be dark gray to affix over here. There it be. There it be. So let's go ahead and find that one last extra piece out there on the edge because that's going to define it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. How about that right there? Doodly 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 doo. That's 63, 64s. You need 1, 2, and 3. As well as that, you're going to flip it over again, and you're going to make sure that your purple circles is where it needs to lose these Bobsons. Because the purple circles is important opsals. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. And now it looks like that is ready to be placed on the top of there. Same way as it was on the other side. What was done to one side shall be done to the other. Mostly. So that feels good. That feels nice and tightened and stiffened up right there. That's kind of fun. We can give that a little property doozle. Set that down. We've got a couple more pieces left in bag number 2, and we're at step 66 right now. And it looks like we're going to take these two as they both flank each other, and they're going to be added right there and right there, stiffening up the front and the back of the build just right here. That's where those pieces are. Oh, there's a nice little opportunity to give everything a nice little tighten up. Got 2 more pieces left. Step 67 is to just go ahead and wrap them right on top. Just like that. Go ahead. And that's going to hold these wings to the body really nice and tightly. And then I'm sure in bag number 3, we are going to go around and really kind of orchestrate the top, make it look real nicely nice. Give it all those details, give it the cockpit, that menacing red glass. I think that's going to be neat, but that's it. That's going to wrap up bag number 2. We've got a bulk of the ship built. We've got most of our minifigures separated off to the side. We're going to go ahead and take a quick little break and look for the head of Carol Danvers that it looks like Lego might not have given us, but maybe I just am not looking in the bags hard enough. So go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back with bag number 3 and the end of building Sanctuary 2 from Marvel's Infinity Saga. Yeah. Welcome back to The Joy of Bricking with me, your host, Brick Ross. What an adventure this build has been. Sanctuary 2, it's Thanos' ship from the Marvel Infinity Saga. And we've gotten some great minifigures along the way. We've gotten this wonderful Thanos minifigure that's the first of its kind in our personal collection. So we're very excited to add it to some of the others that we've showed you. We've shown you the really cool Iron Man figure and the Infinity Gauntlet that has no has no Infinity Stones yet. But it really got interesting when we got to Carol Danvers and Miss Marvel. We tried to put her together. We looked everywhere we could to find her head, and it looks like Lego didn't give us a head. It's the first time that's ever happened to us. I can't think of any other kit I've ever had where a minifigure was missing a part. So that's kind of stunning to me, but we found a good solution for the meantime. We found a spare Miss Piggy head that we put on Miss Marvel, so hopefully she'll be semi-complete until we finish the build, and maybe we'll get lucky and find a better solution along the way. But I think it's kind of cute. I like that, so I'm very happy to put Miss Marvel Piggy right there. It's kind of a fun callback to, I don't know if you know this one, but Pigs in Space. It's an old Muppet bit that I grew up watching, and it just, now that I'm seeing it all together, it actually kind of tickles me. So welcome to the build, Miss Piggy, and welcome back from the break. Let's get into bag number 3. Bag number 3 is going to start out on step 67 with those 2 giant squares right there. Go ahead and squeeze out the bag, make sure you don't have any parts or pieces floating around. And it looks like a majority well, obviously the rest of our stickers, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are going to be getting used up in this part of the build. I don't think we need Mrs. Ross's dishes, so let's go ahead and put those. Just keep these bags separated. And we'll keep our beepers popped on them. Hopefully they don't go jumping off the table. Let's get into it. Boinksly Bops, and 68 starts off with these 2 pieces, and that's going to go right where and where? Right there on the tail and on the tail. So you can see where that's going to fit together, but it looks like that one needs to be moved just a skosh. Just a skosh to the center. There you go. Just a skoshly bops and doozles. And now that seems pretty together and with it. These are those cool detail pieces. Let's put our larger pieces out towards the edge, just like so, just to help us corral everything. What a unique piece this is right here. That's cool. That's very cool. We don't see that very often. Of course, we've got another nice goldly popsily doozle. Okie doke. Step 68 is complete. That was those. Now step 69. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these little friends. And where are they gonna go? Right along the front, right along the face. So if you look at where these are, you're gonna go 1, 2, and they're gonna go right there, so that it looks like, yeah. And then this will go right there. Yeah, right there. Skip, and then samesies. Right there, and right there. Now, we've got a lot of guns to build because it's Thanos, and he is a villainous villain who loves his firepower, apparently. So, yes, we have 6 of the little singly bops and shooters. And guess what? I'm pretty sure that those are going to go in between those. Yes, they are. So let's go ahead and affix them with, of course, the depression is facing out like so. That's 1. That is 2. And then here is 3. That's 3. And then here is 1 and 2. Ooh, a little slippery right there. And this makes 6 right there. And then you're going to go ahead and put them all ready and to be armed and ready right there. Well, I'll tell you, I would not want to be doozly bopsing around in the galaxy and then all of a sudden see Thanos and the Sanctuary 2 roll around the corner of a planet, and then all of a sudden you are in a whole marvelous world of trouble now, aren't you? You better bet your boy howdy. You don't want to mess with the old Thanos a-doozle. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, as well as 1 of these, and then 2 of these little piecery bopsins are what you're going to need for step 71. Let's go ahead and get those pieces off to the side. It wants you to sandwich these 1x4s together. You got to do that twice. And then, looks like you're going to put those to cover up Thanos' canoses. That's what we're calling cannons these days, canoses. And then does it tell you to put that little grill right in between them? Just like that. How neat is that? That looks cool. This is a unique build. It's a unique ship. And here comes sticker number 5 in step 72. It's just, what a fun shape it's got to it. Now, I think I'm going to start on this side and make it nice and square. Nice and square, and look at that. How pretty is that? And then, if you orient, make sure you don't disrupt Miss Piggy. And that's gonna be right there on that half. Okay, so That's going to be the roof of the interior of the rear. And guess what? I'm thinking step 73. You guessed it. That's going to be sticker number 4. And that's going to go right here. Right where sticker number 4 should go. And then closing off the rear of that back cockpit. Check that out. Isn't that something else? Okay, 74 is you're going to take a squarely Bobson, and not that quite that unique cool piece that we saw earlier, but they're going to go right down here at the tail and then right here. So really, I think I got to put together the Milano next. I feel like that's just going to be the next build after this. Who knows? Who knows, though? We talk a big game sometimes. We don't always come through with what we're going to build and what we say we're going to do. Doesn't really matter because it's Lego. We can do whatever we want. That's the fun thing. We can be creative and you know, do whatever. Do whatever, yeah. Yeah. So let's go ahead and put this right there onto the outside. That's going to go like that. And this is going to go like that. This is step 75. And that's going to be like that because obviously something's probably going to be hooked and connected to it. Let's go ahead and find sticker number 1. Do that up. Zoop. Orient it correctly. Who's your favorite villain from the Marvel Universe? There's so many. A kit that I would like to see built would be, Planet Nowhere. Is that where Benicio del Toro, the collector, lives? I think having the collector's collection would be a very cool Lego kit to build. What do you think? I think there'd be all sorts of mysteries and delights in there. And it'd be a fun little minifigure with crazy fun white hair, don't you think? So we got that right there, and then it looks like we're probably going to do in step 77. Let's go ahead and verify. Yeah, took sticker number 3, put it on in step 77. Go ahead and affix it to the side. Step 78, now we're going to need 2 of these smoothies, right here and right here. And then 2 of these cool brickety bopsons, right there and right there. The smoothies, these are going to go, and you're going to leave them so that there's one spot open. And then you're going to flap that back. Again, leaving one spot open right there. And then having this adjacent to it, I got a 90-degree angle. That'll be in 78. 79, you're going to use one of these cool, unique pieces. Oh, that's right. We saw it right there. And then 1 and 2 of these. Where are these going? They're so fascinating. They're so interesting. Here we go. Right there. And then these will swoop over. I have not seen these before. These pieces in step 79. There's only 2 of them. And they kind of scushing over that. That's pretty neat. I like that. Now, it looks as though we are using the remaining pieces. Looks like we're done with the stickers. Looks like we're using these remaining pieces to build that front cabin, as you can see in step 80. Doesn't that look super menacing? All right, it's an entirely new component, so with step 80, you can just kind of start off with something new. And now we need that gray right there. If you turn this over, that's going to be like that. And then you are going to go like that. That's step 81. Step 82 is I'll need this flippery Dobson over. Put that right there. Step 83, give me these, 1 and 2. And they're going to go right there and right there. How about that? That's step 83. Step 84, you need 1 of these and 1 of these, because it's gonna look like a back wall right there, and then that, make sure that the tabs are touching there's the doozens, and then step 85, we'll just restack that right there on that side. 86, take a little 2x1, little tallies, and then you need the fun angly bops of boopsons, and those are gonna fit right there. Isn't that a bit of terrific right there? Step 87, you're gonna snap those all together with that 1x4 before you go on to step 88, which you'll be doing 2 times. Take a look at this. You're going to need those fun single Bopsley Popsons. You're going to need all your yellows and all there are no yellows, but all your reds and all of your purples separated. Look at these purples. These are so beautiful. I like them. They're really something pretty to look at. And what you're going to do is you're going to take these and you're going to put them on top of each other. 1, 2, 3. And it says you're going to do that 2 times, which is obvious because you guessed it. We only have these 6 pieces. Now that they're like that, now you can just start wrapping them with, and you're going the red triangles, and they're all going pointed at each other. So take a few moments and do that. That's pretty neat. And feel like this is something just right next to the purple. It's such a Thanos color. It's just like, just jumps out at me. It's so cool. So you're gonna do that, and then here, do it again with them angly bopsing into each other. Angly bopsing into each other. I mean, that's a pretty simple construction design to get this effect from these red elements here. This is pretty neat, isn't it? So now it says to just place them together like so. Let's go ahead and make sure they look nice too. I like them to look nice. Some sets we can do what we want, kind of go out of order a little bit. These I'd like, especially because it's so meticulous, I'd like it to line up nice if I could. Maybe I'll need to tweak a few, just like this one right here in the center. But other than that, I feel like they look pretty good. What do you think? I like that. That looks pretty neat, pretty stellar. Now I just take these 2 pieces, have them come off the back, like so, and like so. Check that out, dig that. Isn't that neat? That's 89, step 90. Step 90, you're gonna take this one piece, have it sticking off the side, take a gray plate, and then take the other gray plate and double it up again. Step 91, you're gonna take this. That's that unique topper top that we saw before. How cool is that? That's gonna be just the real creme de la creme and topper de toppity piece right there in step 91. 92, you're using these last 2 little beiges to come over. And it looks like they're gonna affix just nice to the top, just like that. How cool is that little cockpit? Oh, but it's all gotta fit together. It's all gotta connect and align, snap nice. How bit about that? Isn't that a bit of terrific right there when things just popping around? Right to the way they should be. Now look at that. That is so cool. Such a menacing cockpit. And with that, we can go ahead and affix this cockpit. And it's so cool because you've got that little seat in there for Mr. T, Mr. Thanos Reduce. So let's go ahead and take his little thing right there. We'll put him in the cockpit. I want to see him. I want to see him flying around the galaxy going,
"Yeah, I'm Josh Brolin. You can't do that."
I think that'd be neat. This pops right in. Do that, right? Love that sound. Clicks right in, and there he is. How about that? Thanos is in the sanctuary, ready to just fly around and get intergalactically bonkery doozles. Now you can go ahead and take these purpley poopsins and get them in there because they do actually add a bit of accent to the build. I think they're cool. They're almost as cool as having a Miss Piggy, Miss Marvel. It's pretty funny. How many people can say that they have that? And we'll write to Lego. They're usually pretty good about it, but I feel silly just, hey, I need a head. Need one minifigure head. If you can find it on the floor or whatever, just send it to me. I feel a bit silly like that, but you know what? It is what it is. And what it is going to be the end of our build. Thank you so much for joining us today. And that'll wrap up today's episode. Lego Kit 76237. 322 pieces that make up the Sanctuary 2 from the Infinity Saga, the Marvel universe. It's Thanos' ship. It's a fun little build. It came with some stellar minifigures, and it was a lot of fun to put together with you today. I hope you had as much fun as I did building this kit. Sadly, that's it. That's the end of this episode, but don't you worry, Brick Buddies. We've got a lot of other kits to build, a lot more episodes to come. And until those episodes come and until that day happens, I want you to take care of yourself, take care of your friends, be good to each other, and of course, play well. I'm Brick Ross. Take care.
Oh, Kirby, where's my Infinity Gauntlet? Where's my Infinity Gauntlet, Kirby?